Hey everyone, it's Daniel here, and I just thought that I'll hop real quick and share with you some insights on how to get better testimonials for your product, service, or company. If you know one thing is that testimonials, feedbacks from previous clients, from past clients, are a huge thing that if you're not exploiting at the moment, you should definitely think about because this helps your future customers, your current prospects, to better understand and to better trust your company again or service. And if you've ever already got some feedbacks, you must have known that videos, for example, can convert very well. It doesn't matter if it's for ads, if it's your for your website, it can go anywhere. But basically, the reason why you'd want video testimonials are basically because, well, one thing is that they are more authentic. It's easier to, uh, just create a video and lie about that. You actually see the person that talks and praises your company and service. Text feedbacks can be written by anyone. Okay, if I want, in 10 minutes, I can have like 20 different feedbacks that I wrote. But for video, again, it takes someone to actually go and talk about that, and you can hear, you can see the tone, you can feel it's way more genuine, it's more authentic, and your customers will appreciate this feedback way more than any other text form. Uh, Also, videos are easier to consume. I mean, in a video, you can basically, in 2 or 3 minutes, provide such a great feedback that will not only talk about the person, but his company, his communication skills. I mean, it's just easier to, to say things and to hear than to just read. Um, it's more eye catching. I mean, if you can add like a beautiful thumbnail to the video, it's more eye catching. Again, you seeing someone, it takes more space. Uh, and again, there's just so many advantages for video testimonials over text ones. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about letting you understand how to get real effective testimonials because again, if you've ever requested a video testimonial before, chances are that you've already received some videos that you can't really use. And that really happens because of a very simple reason. Your customers, your clients, no matter how happy they are with your service, in the majority of the situations, they don't know how to go well on video. They either never have done that before or they're just confused and they didn't prepare themselves too much. They just went for it. They don't know what to talk about. They don't know how to do it effectively. They don't know how, to keep it interesting. Sometimes they go and don't understand the concept and just go blubber and blubber for like 10 minutes. And no one really wants feedbacks of 10 minutes long. Sometimes they, get confused. They start there's some kind of awkward silence in the middle of the video. Sometimes it's just way too hard to really use the video for something good, especially if you're going and using that for your ads. I mean, a lot of companies using those kind of video testimonials for their retargeting ads. So if a customer goes into your website, does not convert, does not buy, and then immediately leaves, you start to show him ads of previous clients that were happy with your service. It's actually a very effective technique, and a lot of great companies, people, and service providers offer those kind of ads. But again, if the video is not good, if the video is not interesting, if the person is really not charismatic and doesn't know how to do that properly, I mean, yeah, it's a nice gesture. Thank you for, sending me this video, but I just can't use it. I have, it's too bad. I'm sorry. I appreciate it, but again, it's not good enough for my clients or for, to show it on my website. So I cannot, teach your clients how to do proper video. It takes time. However, what I can do is help you, strategy, like plan the entire thing because one of the worst thing you can do is not to not prepare your client on how to do this video, what questions to address, what to talk about. Because if you'll just let them, be authentic, be themselves, and they are not good at that because they just don't feel comfortable, in front of the camera, it won't be a good feedback. The chances are that it will be a bad one that you won't be able to use, okay? So again, I wrote 3 questions that you can use, pass to your client, and he can just answer in the video. And one thing that you should know, you don't need to copy those questions, but you need to understand the logic behind that. You need to understand what the customer really needs to talk about. He doesn't need to praise the service, features and guarantees and stuff. He doesn't need to repeat the same kind of boring stuff that you already have on your selling page. He needs to talk about the transformation because this is what people are interested in. Okay, they see these videos, they are interested in checking those videos out because they are interested about what your past clients had. I mean, the experience that they had. Did it work for them? Did it really change their lives? Did it change them for the better? I mean, what was the transformation that they experienced? I mean, I want to know what their experience was because this will enable me to easily understand what can I expect from, using your service, your product, your coaching, doesn't really matter. So he needs to talk about their transformation. He needs to handle possible objections that the customer has. I mean, you might have been selling, I don't know, a Photoshop course, and you're talking on and on about how great the course is, but unless you show someone who, I don't know, had zero experience before taking the course, and now, talking about how great he is at Photoshop, I might not believe that again, as someone that has no background in Photoshop, editing, image, or not really even techie, without seeing another person that I can resonate with and did this transformation and enjoyed it and tells his story, I would just not believe in myself enough. Because again, I might trust you completely, and I might trust that your course is good. But again, unless I see someone who is like me, had a positive experience, I was just not, believing enough. It doesn't, again, matter if I believe in you. It's a matter of believing in myself, in my capabilities, in my, you know, chances of actually learning from a digital course how to do proper Photoshop editing. So again, you need to talk about the transformation. So let's not delay on this too much. Let's just read the questions that I've prepared. Again, you don't need to just copy them, okay? But you can understand the point, the message that they're trying to get across in the video. Again, and it needs to be a very simple video. I wouldn't recommend going more than 1-2 minutes at best, okay? And your customer needs to know this because, it doesn't matter how badly I want the product. I wouldn't listen to a 10 minutes video feedback. I mean, it's not that interesting. I don't have time. In those 10 minutes, so many things can happen that will distract me from, continuing and converting. So you want to make them, short. We actually also did an interview not long ago, and I don't know if you know that, but the human attention span is about 8 seconds. So I wouldn't recommend you to do a feedback testimonial video of 8 seconds. Okay, it's you cannot really talk about anything in 8 seconds. But again, you do need to make it short. So question number 1, again, just listen. What problem were you having before you find me or my service? Okay, what were the problems? Because again, you want people who watch this video to resonate with the guy, to resonate with the person talking. So he needs to know that they were in the same, or at least a similar place, a similar situation. They suffered from the same pain points, they had the same worries, they had the same, things that were going on that they wanted changed. So this is question number 1. Who were you before my service or product? Question number 2. How did you feel when our services or product finally helped you to overcome what you had previously, and what was your source of frustration? I mean, again, this is talking about the transformation that he or she had. I mean, how did it make them feel? I mean, yes, they might know Photoshop editing way better now, but how does it make them feel? Again, it's talking about the transformation because you're into. I mean, anyone that buys something wants to feel good. I mean, he wants to feel good about his himself, that he made it the right choice. So if you'll know Photoshop now, how will it make you feel? Will you feel, better qualified for your current job or position? Will you enjoy your life more because now you'll be able to, do some image editing that you were really interested in doing before, and now I don't know, you can better serve your clients, you can better do your websites and graphic designs. How does it make you feel? Question number 3: what and how have these services or this product changed your routine? I mean, yes, you're happy. Yes, you've learned a bunch of stuff. But again, now, daily like life, now you've finished with that. How your life were changed? I mean, are you now doing Photoshop? Are you using it on a daily basis? Are you using it for your clients? Are you using it for, I don't know, as a hobby? Are you using it just to, I don't know, maybe improve current things on your website? Again, how do you use it? Is it practical? Is it like beneficial to you to have those skills on a daily basis? Again, this is the kind of things that can really convince people into buying because, I mean, he wasn't just in the same place that I'm currently, okay? He's not just someone I can resonate with. He's someone who had such a great experience with your product, and now he's also using that to improve his websites and his, I don't know, effectiveness in his job and daily routine. I mean, there's so many benefits in that. And this is way more interesting than hearing again and again about how your 30 days guarantee is so amazing. So again, these are the kind of questions that you want people to address when creating a feedback testimonials, and it works on text as well. Okay, doesn't matter. They need to talk about the same kind of things because this is what your prospects will find interesting. This will be the thing that will help them convert. This will be the thing that will really, again, interest them. And I really do encourage you to try and think at it for yourself as someone who, I don't know, previously were curious about purchasing something online. Wouldn't you be interested in hearing this kind of information from a previous client or testimonial? Way more than a customer just repeating everything you just read on the sales page, like how great their guarantee is, or that they cover, I don't know, how to do special effects in Photoshop. I mean, I already read that. I didn't care about that. I don't need to see if someone explains it over me to me. Okay, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed it. This was a real quick, completely spontaneous video, but the topic is very important. I'll try to add the questions in the chat on the post so you can better address those and see those. Again, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to help. And again, I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you on one of my next videos. Bye bye, guys.